Alright, and so now we're back with more Legend of the Sky. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Sorry. So, what was I doing? Report. I kind of don't remember what I was. It's been a few days. I don't think I really had anything else to report outside of we just successfully did our job, passed our test for being a junior bracer. Hey up and come on! Wait for me, Luke. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Actually, there's one thing I should probably do. I was told that my mic audio was a little bad, so we're going to drop that down just a few decibels. And I really can't get myself any louder, so I guess we'll just sit with that for right now and see how that works. Oh, great, it's Estelle. Oh, hi there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerps. What's with the oh, great, it's Estelle remark? What's the big hurry? How about you telling us where they're headed? You're not thinking about wandering out of town alone, are you? The roads are full of monsters, I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estelle. Did you know there's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses into boys' business? Pretending like you're a bracer, you wanna be. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks there's better tasting milk in Liberal than the milk that comes from Prezell Farm. What? No way. You're full of it, Estelle. In fact, as of just a few minutes ago, we qualified to become real bracers. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. I don't think you should be getting up on your high horse just yet, Estelle. Now a high pony, on the other hand. Being a killjoy. Oh, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and cynical brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to become a bracer first. I can say that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estelle? What's the likes of Estelle supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't be a bracer till you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people are allowed. And that means no little kids who are always going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estelle, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estelle. I'm gonna go train in my secret base, and before you know it, I'm gonna be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estelle. Bye, Joshua. That boy Luke, he's trying to pick a fight with me. What if he just plain hates me or something? Rather, I think it's the exact opposite. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. At any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. A secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. Not really what I meant by curious. Okay, so I believe the first thing we need to do is we need to go back into here. Hold on. Oh, right. Because we have to pick up the newspaper. Hey there, Estelle. Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to become bracers? You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Estelle from now on. By the way, Mr. Renan, did the Liberal News come in? Yeah, it came in a little afternoon. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever. I'll take one copy then. It'll come to 100 Mira, please. My dad always buys a copy of this magazine. Does it really sell that well? Sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent reporter and camera woman who's been doing a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. We're supposed to be running a story related to Queen Alicia's birthday today celebration. One more thing before you go. The gift of my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample that I received with my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. What's this supposed to be for? There's tons of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you got limited yourself to healing bombs all the time, you're gonna cut pretty deep into your wallets. Where a recipe book comes to play. You can eat food to recover your strength instead. It's basically free. Assuming you have the ingredients anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have a lot of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out now? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estelle. Received maple cookie. Wow, I've made it a personal rule never to turn down sweets. Basically, all you need to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. Simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had the opportunity to try before. Sounds pretty convenient. It's not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'm sure to love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste bud for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you need any ingredients, I'll be delighted to service your cooking needs. You really know how to solicit your customers, Mr. Renan. Thanks for the recipe book. Put it to good use. Okay, eating recommendation. Okay, so I don't need to worry about this too much because, oh my god, come on, sit down meals, blah blah blah, to go. Okay, let's go over here. We're gonna go to our items. I should pretty much have all the recipes in the game, if I remember right. And it is a really nice way to get like some nice healing done without having to rely on items too much. And I think a few of these actually do give us some decent, mostly looking at curing. Normal status recovery. Okay, there's a couple of them that give you like 10% strength, strength and defense, so there's some good ones in there. Before I go any further, what I think I want to do, I'm going to head over here. See if it gives us the book now. Thanks to the airlines in recent days, even Relentless been able to get a good selection of books. Thanks to that, I find myself compelled to buy a new one each time I head to the store. I yelled at my wife for getting so many, so maybe I should cut back a bit. I've only got the first chapter of this novel, so if you want it, I'll give it to you. Cornelia. Okay, so there's a little side quest that's in this game that requires you to track down these books. And there's a little bit of a story here. I'm not going to read it now. It'll be better when I collect them all. I can also check the newspaper. Kind of gives you an idea of what's going on in the world. And that's the one thing I actually enjoy about this game. It's like, the story is around your characters, but you play a small part in a bigger scale of story that's going on. Let's see, I think... how do I turn my camera on? This is actually going to be a problem if I can't figure that out, because it's been a while. No current job, so we don't have to worry about doing anything right now. Estelle, Joshua, I'm glad I found you two. Oh, hi, Ina. Something wrong? You seem to be in quite a hurry. We had a little bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not that long ago. What's wrong? In some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that rises in the northern outskirts of Relent. You mean the Tower as Melis? Is that place supposed to be a breeding ground for monsters? That's what they say. Fortunately, at the moment, Scheherazade is out on bracer business, and so I want to ask your father to bring the boys home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respects, I believe Estelle's judgment is correct in this situation. If the two of us hurry, we may be able to catch up the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing back the safe return of those children. Roger that. Understood. The Melis Tower can be reached by taking the western path of the junction along the Mountain Trail. You can get to the Mountain Trail through the Relent's northwest gate. Be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua. We don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. Okay, we already have... Okay, so it's Z and X that changes the camera. Good to know. Okay, so northwest should be this way. I believe I know where the second book of that quest is. You really gonna fight me? Not the smartest call on your part.
Piece of cake.
It's pretty much a straight shot. Actually, if I pull up the map, that's not the map. How do I... No. Hold up, I'll find it. I will find it. Shift shows the markers on the map. That is a map, but that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, so it's pretty much a straight shot to where we gotta go. We're not... No real deviating paths here. Bum, 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 bum.
That's that thing. Let's.
God, I love the music of this game. Not a thing remains in chest except a lonely dead spider. Okay, I gotta figure out how to pull the mini-map up. There it is, it's V. Okay, so, as Malice Teller is to the left, Amalgam Mine is to the right. Okay, so we gotta go to the left here. There's a treasure chest over here.
Piece of cake.
The unfortunate bit is these fights will not actually take that much for me to get through. Chest is empty. I wonder whose fault that is.
That's that thing. Let's move out.
Looks like we came all the way to Esmela's tower. I didn't see any sign of them along the trail. Think they've wandered inside? Quite likely the case. Let's go in. Looks like we need to hurry. Right. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're only on the first floor of this place. You hear that? They really did come in here. Estelle? You alright? Luke! Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now! Those little brats. Are you pretending they can't hear me? Might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Okay. So I don't think this one really has a map. We kind of have to explore it on our own, but I will do that later. Because these tend to be like a little maze-like. This first part, though, we only go up to like the second floor, so it's not that big of a deal. What are we gonna do? Somebody help! We can either run full speed in direction of the voice, or can rush in simultaneously with Joshua. So this is one of the things that where your options can change things. I'm pretty sure that if we run full speed, it's a bad thing. I think we run in simultaneously with Joshua. Let's go, Joshua. Right, I've got your back. You monsters go somewhere else. No, shoot. Leave us alone. Chew on this. Estella? What are you doing here? Joshua? You're here too? Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. Yeah, so I think what ends up happening is if Estelle goes in by herself, she obviously gets surrounded by enemies, leading Joshua to save her, so it causes a little bit of trouble. So I think we did the right option. Okay, and then every once in a while we are going to have battles. We're just going to be NPCs we don't have control of. Our job is basically to try to keep them alive as best we can. But we one-shot all the enemies anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Let's move out.
Looks like that's that. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, it's great timing the way you blitzed these monsters, Estelle. You really think so? Is it safe now? Oh man, that was awesome! You really showed him, Estelle. Not bad for a girl. You little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Matt all the way up here against his will. It's time you think about what you did today. Oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it, you violent she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? It's time to give you some of my special discipline. Ow, 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 ow! Alright, Estelle, I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estelle? Shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach us at school? Brett doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estelle, behind you! It's something with teeth, isn't it? Nice monster. Not gonna make it in time. No, but her dad sure will. Huh? Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estelle. You must always prepare for unseen danger by sharpening your senses. Part of what it means to be a bracer. Dad? What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard this whole story from Ina. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children. But you failed to follow through completely. Really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. Sorry, should have been watching your back. That just means you have room for improvement. Constantly working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. Well, how about we head home, everyone? You boys walk? I think so. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You were like a gazillion times more awesome than Estelle. Of course I am. I'm her father. Alright, everyone, let's file on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. The glory hog now. I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. Why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he is Cassius Bright. Seems like you've had quite a day. It's just unbelievable. The second we get back to Relent, he says, I'll take care of the reporting, I'll leave the reporting to you, and it takes off for home. Sheer nerve, I tell you. No need to make a mountain out of a molehill. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think it's all there is to report. Okay, so we got that one. So as you can see, we get the Mira, gain BP, we get the +1 because of our choices that we made. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on the next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. But we head home too. I guess we better. Still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on for a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got a chance to give it to him. Think you could deliver it instead? Letter to Cassius. I wonder if it's more work-related stuff. Imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of our foreign branches. Guild's foreign branches? As I'm sure you already know by now, Liberal isn't the only country where a Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known across the Zumerian continent, so we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be as kind to make sure that he gets this letter, really appreciate it. Okay. So I am going to go ahead and drop a quick save. There we go. Still no jobs. Okay, so all we have to do at this point is go home. Hey, Joshua? You think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to have inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure. Why are you asking? Still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If Dad hadn't come when he did, could have been seriously injured. Guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. That kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estelle I know. Uh-huh. If we fail today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? Can you expect to succeed if you let something like that happen, like today, totally just... Okay, I'm gonna read that again. I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that, but I'm terrible with reading. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like that, what happened today, discourage you? Joshua. You're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit the last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time. Thanks for cheering me up. I don't know about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Be glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Okay, off to home we go. Now there is another section of this map, if I pull this up. I believe you can actually go to Garun Gate, and if I was hunting down for recipes, that would be something I would do. But I think I already have it. There's also like a fishing spot down there. I believe there is going to be a quest down the line that'll kind of take us in that general direction. But for now, go back home. I believe he should be in his office. We're home, Dad. Finish reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. Details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. So please make sure you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. Before I forget, I got that copy of Liberal News you wanted. There was a letter for you at the guild, too. Get over the Liberal News and the letter. Letter, huh? Well, I'm gonna go get cleaned up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad? Thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather generous today. Papa is happy. How delightful it is that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estelle. Come and jump into your father's loving arms. In your dreams. I swear, the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. She's not as depressed as I thought she'd be. Should I be thinking you, Joshua? I didn't do much. Just give her a push in the right direction. Estelle's a resilient girl to begin with. Yes, she is. She still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in this line of work. Overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. Is that soft side of yours talking again? Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? Guess I should have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait, cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Now once more. Daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help at dinner. I don't want to get the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling what we can expect to have the bite of food ready at the dinner table. Alright then, let's see what this letter's all about, shall we? Cassius cuts the letter seal. Message from the Erebonian Empire. What? Wow, this is a surprise. This new dish is what I call Estelle's explosion over rice. Be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. It's the raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers, had our first real assignment. I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention the food being delicious. Our first attempt. The dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems the technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so despicably rude, Dad. Do you know how to be humble and just say something that tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before I leave on business. You made a splendid meal, Estelle. Thanks, Dad. Wait, business? Are you really leaving again? Yes, something unexpected came up. This time, I'm gonna be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving? When? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't want to get a job. I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's too soon. About that letter, isn't it? There's some kind of sort of incident? It's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me a solid month before I'm through. Being the case, just take good care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off for who knows how long. I have to accept it, Estelle. Bracer's job is to help those who come to us for help. No, I know, but what are you going to do with all your jobs here at the Roulette branch? You've already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, and how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish, and I'll ask Sherazard to handle the difficult ones. What do you say? Sure. Sure, of course we will. You're okay doing these too, right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. It's a good way to get some experience as a bracer. Then it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Ina know about the change of plans before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. I have to bust our tails with these jobs so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estelle, my beloved daughter. Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who art in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estelle has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter. I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, what flight will you be on tomorrow? The one headed for Grancel or the one headed for Bose? I'll be on the one headed for Grancel. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. Guess I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. But I set my alarm clock just in case. Dad? Still awake, Joshua? Better hold off on the liquor or Estelle might get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would like to join me for a drink? I'll pass. Jay should be saying don't offer alcohol to minors. I'm not like Shara who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink or 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. Something really serious happening, isn't there? No conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Erebonian Empire? It sounds pretty suspicious. Movement doesn't appear to be overt. That is what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing at the Erebonian Embassy to see what turns up. Understood. Be sure to look after Estelle while you're gone. You spoil that girl, you hear me? She's become a bracer. She needs to learn to look after herself. Estelle will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has a talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind she'll become a first-class bracer someday. At the present, she's like a babe in the arms of who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. Joshua, same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you've become part of this family, hasn't it? Time does fly. It sure does seem that way. What you said back then, sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I can live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. Sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Stella and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. Thanks, Dad. Prologue. Father's Love. A New Beginning. Well, looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Still, don't do anything I wouldn't do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. The umpteenth time I've heard you already. Why would you try not to overboard yourself at your own work? I'm not getting any younger, you know. Say what you will, but I'm not about to be overtaken by any youngsters. Charizard, I'm really sorry about placing all this work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please, don't be. I am slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I'll be able to do a decent job in your place. There's no need to be humble, Silverstreak. I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave that to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Looks to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. The Grantel-bound liner Lind will be departing shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Oh, better take my seat. Have a great trip, Dad. I'll take care of everything here while you're gone. I'm afraid to bring back a I'm not sure everywhere you'll be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it, though. Alright, you two. Be good while I'm gone. It's gone. Again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in time. In no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time. When it comes to your father, he'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work on these jobs your father left me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. Will do. First, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine with Joshua tagging along, there'll probably be not much to be worried about. Good luck, you two. Thanks. Do our best. So, what do you want to do now, Estelle? Shall we stop by the guild? Yeah, we should probably talk to Ina and find out what jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Alright. I'm pretty sure... Are we actually in the first chapter now, or... Nope, we're still in the prologue. Okay. So this game works a little weird. I'm trying to think of the best way to how to describe how it kind of works. I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Please speak to me directly for details. I might have dropped it behind the Miller's Orbital Factory or the Milchmane Road Monster. Pine Plant, Milchmane Road. Okay. So, if you notice that by the guilds, there is an actual thing called, for the term, which will tell you how long you have to finish those particular quests. And essentially, as you do the main story, it's on like a timeline. So if I go to talk to Ina now, I believe she'll give us our first like real job. But we can do these side ones that are very quick, because Milchmane Road should be over this way. Oh. Okay, Well, I was trying to get ahead of myself, but it won't let me. But that's fine. Let's talk to Ina first. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. So we came here to find out what jobs he left for us. Sure. There are a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I've heard that name somewhere before. Tio Prezell. She's one of the classmates at Sunday school. She's also the Prezell Farm's owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually Prezell Farm that's put in a request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been... Fortunately, someone said unfortunately. Fortunately, nobody's been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over the fields being destroyed by the creatures. Therefore, the guild has received a request to an extermination request. Never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. It's a document certifying that you are dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Tio's father pretty well, so I don't think this is necessary. But we'll take it just in case. Okay. So first things first. There is a guy over here. This is really weird. Where could it have gone? Oh, excuse me, but can I ask you something? You didn't see a shiny rock around here anywhere, did you? Huh? A shiny rock? Yeah, that's right. One that sparkles? You didn't see a rock like that lying around anywhere, did you? You saying you lost something? I don't recall seeing anything like that. You know where you might have dropped it? My mom was calling for me, so I ran over to the general store where she was. I know I had it in my hand at the time, but when I came back here, it was gone. You say general goods store. I mean Mr. Renan's store, right? Did you look in front of the store? Obviously that's the first place I looked. Don't need to treat me like a kid, you know. Why, aren't you a charmer? I already asked the Bracer Guild to help find it, so I'm sure it'll show up sooner or later. If you do happen to come across it, give me a holler straight away. I'll probably be around. Okay, so our first clue is that it's in front of the general store. Huh? What's the matter? I wonder what this is. There's something shiny down there in the sewer gate. You're right. Looks like something must have fallen through. Sewers? Don't tell me you forgot about the sewers already. You know that smelly, monster-infested place we were not in that long ago? Oh right, those sewers. I went there during the practical training, right? The entrance to the sewers should be just behind the chapel. If you're so interested in what's down there, how about we check it out a little later? Sure, let's do that. And that tells you where you need to go next, which is... behind the chapel, it said? There we go.
That's that thing.
Okay, I can get both of those with an art. Wow, I actually missed.
Good to go.
That's fine. We'll do that, and then firebolt on the one that we don't hit. Oh, but they're gonna move. It's like the one downside with Arch is that there is a little bit of downtime. I see now. The thing that was shining through the sewer grate was this. Seems like it. Quartz fragment, huh? And we know why it was shining so much. The way it sparkles is so beautiful. You made a septium too, right? Honestly speaking, yes. Let's talk about it later. This isn't really a place to have a leisurely chat. I guess you're right. No normal person wanted to stay here any longer than they had to. Okay, and we're gonna drop a quick save. We should pretty much have a straight shot. Oh yeah, there's this one guy down here.
Piece of cake.
Okay, so that's done. So there is one thing we should probably keep an eye out for. I'm not sure I'll actually run into it, but there's like a special creature. Well, actually, there's also treasure chests and stuff too. I should probably grab. So in general, this would actually be kind of a difficult thing if I hadn't already. Wow, do I not have any, like, AoE? I was saying is that, there are treasure chests in the game that, have monsters inside of them, just like this one. And actually, if I had not already been overpowered, this fight could be a little challenging just because there's so many ads. But we are pretty much just gonna clear this, no problem. I mean, one of the ways you could kind of clear this is the cheese way. If I really wanted to. I could use one of my big skills. Like Joshua's is basically a full clear of the map. But it doesn't matter.
Good to go.
So there's really... That would be a really good item if I don't already have that. But what I was trying to describe before is there's like a rare enemy that will sometimes show up on the map that is, it looks like a little puffball. I'm not sure we'll run into it or not, but I'll try to run to it if I see it. There it is. These things. They are very difficult to kill. Yeah, just like that. They like to run away. You know what? Oh, that was embarrassing. Okay, this is actually the monster that we're gonna fight. Anytime you run into a monster that's like a bounty, it will basically warn you first that a large monster is prowling around. They'll give you a chance to back off and save if you can heal if you need to. But we didn't have taken any damage, so we're perfectly fine. I believe these guys will actually explode if we kill them. Also, one of the things we can look at over here that I haven't explained yet, where it says elemental efficiency, what that means is, it has 100%, it'll take base damage from earth, 50% of damage from water, base damage from arrow damage, but fire will do the most damage to it. It'll do 200% more, or 200%. So if I have any fire spells, we should do them. Because it's the most effective we got. Oh, you're actually in range for the self-explosion. That's not good. Okay.
Let's move out.
Okay, so that's both our side quests done. Exterminating monsters on Milch Main Road. Okay. So what we do at this point is we're gonna go back and stop by the farm and get our main quest done. That way, when we turn everything in, we can just turn it all in at once.
That's that then. Let's move.
Ah, damn it. I don't know why they're being so aggressive. I suppose there is like a quartz that I could equip that you get at the end of the game that basically can make it so enemies don't follow you. But at the same time, it shows up to combat, so I can't really complain. No matter when we come here, this place is always so tranquil. Hard to imagine monsters running amok here. Certainly doesn't sense anything out of the ordinary either. Anyway, let's go ask somebody here to fill us in on the details. Wonder if Tio is home today. Tio should be back here. There she is. Hi, Tio. Hi, Tio. Been a while, hasn't it? Stell? And Joshua, too? Did you guys come here for a visit? Not exactly. We're here on bracer business. Said you've been having some trouble with monsters. Stell and Joshua explained that they're here to do their father's work because he's away. You finished all your training. It's wonderful news. You can help after all. So there really are monsters giving you trouble, huh? Incredibly, that's been the case the past several days now, thanks to which I've been suffering from a lack of sleep. Which means the monsters only come out at night. You're very perceptive, Joshua. It'd be better if you got the details from my father, though. I imagine he should be back from delivering the milk and vegetables any time now. Okay. Gives us that. Can we get milk from the cow? No. So let's go inside and talk to her mother. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Prezell. How's everyone getting on these days? Oh, it isn't Estelle and Joshua. What brings you to our neck of the woods? You come to see Tio. Actually just chatting with her outside. To tell you the truth, we're here on an errand today from the Bracer Guild. Estelle hands Mr. Prezell the guild referral, and Joshua explains that they are to take over for their father while he is away. That's so. But don't you think this job is a little dangerous for just the two of you to handle? Bree, I'd feel terrible if one of you were to get hurt. Don't sweat it. We're bracers after all. Taking care of monsters is right up our alley. The guild has been authorized us to carry out this task. If you mind leaving it to us, we'd be more than grateful. Alright then. Go ahead and have at it. Thank you very much, Mr. Prezell. And could you tell me a little bit more about the monsters that have been wrecking your fields? I haven't been able to get a clear look at one yet. They seem to resemble something like a chubby cat. As far as I could tell, 3 or 4 appear at night and raid our fields, and don't let anything get the grubby little paws on. They don't seem threatening exactly. They're extremely nimble. I've tried many times to capture them over the course of the last several nights, but to no avail. It's like a pretty strange bunch of creatures, if you ask me. They only appear under the cover of night. We'll have to wait for it to get dark. And how about taking a load off until then? Soon you'll be joining us for dinner, right? You said the magic word. You bet I will. I'm a huge fan of your cooking, Mrs. Brazell. I can't wait. You sure know how to please a woman who spends a lot of time toiling in the kitchen. And for that, I'll whip you up something special that lives up to your expectations. Oh, that was delicious. Your mom's cooking is as good as ever, Tio. That's because she gets excited to cook whenever I have guests over for meals. I feel really bad for Joshua, though. The little one's jumping all over him like that. It's probably a good thing. Surprisingly enough, kids tend to latch onto him a lot. If anything, I'm more blown away by the fact that children enjoy playing with such a stick in the mud. I think it's a bit of an over-exaggeration, don't you? He's definitely courteous and maybe a tad reserved, but if you got to know him, he's really a caring young man. The fact that he's not self-conscious about it too gives him points in my book. You really think so? Think about it. With the striking facial features, mysterious amber eyes, and lush black hair, it's only natural he'd be the target for all the young girls. Is Joshua really that popular? Are you blind, Estelle? Rumor has it more than just a few girls have asked to go out with him. Or he's turned them all down now. I had no idea. Joshua never said a word to me about it. I don't know why I should even begin to describe his secretive nature after hearing this, but how utterly cruel of him not to confide in me. If I were a boy, I imagine it'd be a different story, but as a girl, I don't think that's something he would talk to you about. And the fact you haven't fallen for him yourself is beyond me. Huh? Why would I? Estelle, you're in there? You're in there, aren't you? About time to do our rounds. Alright, I'm coming. Come back after Joshua and I get the job done, Tio. I'll have to continue this conversation then, okay? Alright, be careful out there, Estelle. That girl, she's either completely out of touch with the matters of the heart or just plain dense. Poor Joshua, really has his work cut out for him. Seems as though the monsters always show up about this time. Better get outside and take a look around. What's wrong, Estelle? I've gotta ask, Joshua. You don't happen to have any secrets you're not telling me about, do you? Come on now. Why are you coming up with this stuff? Since you've come to live with us, you've always done everything together, right? Even though we've had our fair share of fights, they're all good memories for me now, and what I mean to say is I've come to think you as family in every sense of the word. Estelle, so if there's ever anything on your mind you'd like to talk about, I'm available to lend an ear. You know, about things like trouble with your love life and whatnot? What are you trying to say? Nothing. I just wanted to let you know that I'm here to listen if you need someone to talk to, that's all. Let's hurry up and get out of here so we can kick some monster butt. What kind of nonsense is Steele putting in that girl's head? Secrets, huh? Wow, it's really dark out here in the countryside. So Joshua, how do we think we should go about making the rounds? Let's see, how about we start by checking around the house first, then move to the fields, stable, and greenhouses. Should be able to cover the entire farm by doing it this way. Alright, let's go. Okay, I don't think we will have to run into anything just yet. Should have figured monsters wouldn't be coming in here. Oh, the ornaments sure give this place a romantic ambiance. Makes me feel like it was all worthwhile just setting foot in here. Definitely a ditz, Estelle. At least it's better than being dense like someone I know. It's awfully quiet. All I hear are the bugs chirping. Don't look like they've shown up yet. If they're aware of our presence. Joshua, did anyone tell you the story as a kid? One about babies being born in a cabbage patch? Now there's another question entirely out of the blue. And no, I was told about an angel with silver wings who delivers them. Interesting. So the explanation for where babies come from differs depending on the region, huh? How about we get back to work? Okay. No monsters here. Alright, let's keep moving. Okay, so I think we gotta be careful here. Because I think this is where the monster... It will show up now. Psst, look! It's getting away. Hey, get back here, you little furball. Hey, Nocturnal. How's it going? I can sense its presence. It's staying put on the farm for the moment. Good. This is about to get caught. Okay. So for this particular quest, what we need to do is we need to actually approach it from behind. Got him! I think it's time to teach this critter a lesson. Here's where our job really starts, so stay alert and don't let your guard down. Hope you're having a good day today. I'm just knocking out a little bit of a stream today. I'm actually going to wrap it up here shortly. But I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. Nice. I just got into Heaven's Word with my FC today.
That's that then. Let's move out.
My goodness, the works of a bracer is something else. You kids have done a fine job of rounding up these creatures. It was nothing really. I wanted to ask you though, if they've been caught, what do you plan on doing with them? I don't think they'll cause any more trouble. Now we've given these critters a good thrashing. I don't think it'll cause any more trouble. Still, how's that going to benefit anyone if you show the creatures any mercy now? We're here to do a job by exterminating the monsters, remember? But, in any case, we're here to do a job at Dad's place. Saying that happens again, well, you have to say for yourself. See what you're getting at, but... I know, you know, it was only some vegetables that were damaged, so... What do you think about letting it slide this time? You know, taking a beating like that, I'm sure they learned their lesson. Tio, it's Brazil. But in this case, I strongly suggest otherwise. I myself am against killing them too. Whether it's us or them, the fact of the matter is we're all living beings trying to survive on the same land. To some degree, I think we need to be mindful of the creatures living around us so we know as we go about our daily lives. I know you may disagree with me, Joshua. Would you mind sparing the creatures just this once? Understood. Since it's coming from the ones who suffered the actual loss, I won't object to your request. I'm really sorry about this, Joshua. I had you two come all the way up here. Make sure to reinforce the fence and diversify a way to prevent them from this happening again. And that's that. Alright, you critters. Better count your blessings. I'm hoping to start upping the difficulty of the ballad raids. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I'm still learning things about Final Fantasy XIV. Like, if you catch you around here again, you won't be so lucky. Now scram. I'll consider this matter closed. Tonight's been a long night, so how about we head back to the house and hit the sack? The two of you are more than welcome to spend the night. Sounds good to me. Appreciate your hospitality. Man, I'm beat. Really late, so how about we hit the sack? Joshua? What's wrong? I'm sorry. I made the situation really awkward for everyone. Huh? Talk about what happened back outside? Don't sweat it. I guarantee you nobody thought anything of it. Really, your judgment was the most sound of anyone's. Oh, it wasn't. I was just cold-hearted and indifferent is all. Even now, I still think we shouldn't have shown any mercy and simply put those creatures out of their misery. And like you and Tio, I don't feel any compassion. It's at times like these, I begin to loathe myself. It's almost as if there's something wrong with me as a person. Maybe some part of my heart is broken or something. Joshua! Don't you dare say things like that about yourself. Estelle? I've watched almost everything you've done for the past 5 years, and I'm confident in saying that I know your strengths and weaknesses better than anyone else. Probably even more than you yourself. I won't allow you to just regard everything with a bunch of nonsense. I don't ever want to hear about you broken again. Sorry. It's foolish of me to say that. As long as you understand what I said, it's what really matters. You know what? Believe it or not, I was happy to hear you admit how you felt. Why? Your real problem, Joshua, is that you always try to keep your feelings locked up inside. Whenever you're troubled or worried, just go around with this nonchalant look and try to fix everything by yourself. A little upsetting for someone who's supposed to be your family. Estelle, Joshua, you were able to lay bare your own weakness today. You've learned to trust in someone other than yourself. For that, I am happy. I don't know what your point is, but I'm amazed that you just stand there and say something as embarrassing as that. We got a lot more where that came from. Oh, you're talking about those ones. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah. Those are fun. Good luck. All I know is I got some sweet-ass art of my Final Fantasy character, and I'm using them as thumbnails for my, for these streams. God, who made that art is really freaking good. How about we call it a night? After all that endlessly running around, I'm ready to drop. Alright then. Have a good night, Estelle. Thanks. You're welcome, Joshua. Sleep tight. Thank you both. You did us all a great service. Once again, I apologize for the things not turning out the way they should have. Don't worry about it anymore. We were able to learn a lot from this experience ourselves. If anything else, we can help you in the future. Just please let the Bracer Guild know. It's definitely the first place we'll contact. Come and visit again sometime when you're free, okay? We'd love to have you over for a night again when things are convenient for you. I'll treat you to some best cooking next time you come. Thank you for the invitation, Teal and Mr. Purcell. We'll definitely be back to take you up when our workload settles down. Okay. Alright, how we head back to the guild? To report this one, we should start on the next. Sounds like a plan. On to the next one. Okay, so we got our first job done from the Bracer Guild. I'm gonna go back, turn all the stuff in, and I'm probably gonna call that there, because we're already out for an hour, and I want to keep these nice hour-long chunks.
Piece of cake.
I can't imagine somebody wants to watch me play 5 hours of Trails in the Sky for one video. Okay, we just should have to head east until we get back into the city. I don't believe there will be anything on the road that's gonna be too dangerous for us. Yeah, we're good. We do have... Okay, so yeah, as you can see, there are some new quests here. Orbital replacements, medium clear. I should probably knock these out next time. I do need to knock that out. My concern is that if I continue the story, there's a chance that these could pass. So I might want to knock these out first. But I will save those for next time, and we'll knock these out and continue story. Till next time, see you, and hope you have an enjoyable rest of your day.